This is Sunset Vibes TV. Raw.
So the Honorable Dr. Andrew Holness there are swearing for the third time, and things look bright and nice, you understand? But here, I want to listen when I say, come back and tell me what you think. And don't forget to like and share and subscribe to your channel.
Their Excellencies, the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, Governor General, and the Most Honorable Lady Allen, Mr. Mark Golding, Leader of the Opposition, and Mrs. Golding, the Most Honorable Juliet Holness, and other members of my family who are here, Her Excellency Raquel Pena, Vice President of the Dominican Republic, CARICOM government delegations from the governments of the Cayman Islands and the Turks and Caicos Islands, former Prime Minister Mr. Bruce Golding and Mrs. Golding, widows of former heads of government, excellencies and members of the diplomatic community and the consular corps, members of the judiciary, members the Cabinet Secretary and heads of public services, the Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Audrey Sewell, leaders of the public sector, private sectors and academic bodies, the Chief of Defense Staff, Vice Admiral Antoinette Weems-Gorman, Acting Commissioner of Police, DCP Andrew Lewis, members of the clergy, other distinguished special guests, fellow Jamaicans at home and abroad in the diaspora, a very good afternoon to you all, and thanks for coming out. My fellow Jamaicans, to God be the glory. His grace, His mercy, and His direction, without Him, none of this would be possible. I give thanks to the countless number of Jamaicans who prayed for peace, prosperity, and good government in our nation. I'm grateful to my family, my wife Juliet, our children, our parents, my siblings, for their steadfast support, their sacrifices, and their patience as they have shared in the weight of this responsibility. To my constituents in West Central St. Andrew, my profound gratitude to you for placing your trust in me as your Member of Parliament for 28 years and for laying the foundation for my political journey. I thank you. I am grateful to the members of the Jamaica Labour Party, to our campaign teams, to all the party workers, to all our supporters who worked and kept the faith during difficult days. Most of all, I'm grateful to you, the people of Jamaica, including our diaspora. Your participation in the process is vital for our democracy, and your voice has been heard clearly, decisively, and powerfully, not only on who should have the mandate to form the government, but more so, how that mandate should be used. I stand before you deeply humbled and profoundly grateful to accept the people's mandate to once again serve as your one Prime Minister. I consider it the greatest privilege, and I do not take it lightly. The third term is not a laurel to rest upon. It is a summons to continue to serve with vision, wisdom, and integrity, more diligently, more inclusively, with even greater urgency. Thank you for your trust. I will honor it by working even harder for you. Now, my friends, the elections are over. We must reunite and refocus on the business of the nation. The time has come. Where we must get over the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, put aside haughtiness and bitterness, unfold our arms, unclench our fists, retract accusatory fingers, and embrace each other. Regardless of the outcome, we must choose Jamaica. I recommit to leading an inclusive and consultative government. I extend my hand to the leader of the opposition to create a space for the national interest. Mark, let us partner together to complete the work we started on making Jamaica a republic. I look forward to continuing the work with all stakeholders, the National Partnership Council, the church, unions, youth, the business community, and civil society generally. Let us all work hand in hand to build the progressive and prosperous Jamaica we all want. Over the past 9 years, we have walked a challenging but rewarding path together. When we took government in 2016, Jamaica was way down by 120% debt to GDP. Unemployment was stubbornly high at 13.7%. Wages were low, poverty was high, crime was rampant, public infrastructure was crumbling, public services were weak, hope was dim, and confidence was low. Together, we changed that trajectory. Together, we made Jamaica a story not of decline, but a story of renewal. Step by step, year by year, we worked with discipline and determination to repair the damage of decades of mismanagement and misadventures. We brought order and stability to the public finances. We cut the debt to GDP in half to now 62.4%, restored fiscal credibility and balanced budgets without imposing new taxes, created hundreds of thousands of new jobs, giving our people new opportunities to work and prosper and reduce unemployment to historic lows of 3.3%. We almost tripled the minimum wage and gave the largest pay increase to the public sector. We cut poverty in half, cut murders and crime in half to 30-year lows. We significantly increased spending on infrastructure, education, social welfare, health, waste management, and public transportation, all contributing to the period of highest consumer and business confidence. As proud as I am of our achievements, I do not stand before you today to recite them as if they were the destination. What we have achieved so far has simply been to repair the breach and correct decades of mismanagement and misadventure, and undo the consequences of reckless policies that nearly broke this country. We have stabilized the ship, set the destination, and laid the foundation upon which we must build a greater vision. We have only begun to scratch the surface of Jamaica's immense potential. We are destined for more. Our people are too talented, our culture too rich, our geography too strategic, and our history too proud for us to stop short of greatness. This term, the next chapter, is about maintaining, it's not about maintaining the status quo. It is about fulfilling our potential and taking our rightful place among the great nations of the world, admired for not only overcoming hardships, but respected for our results in achieving a high and sustainable quality of life for our people. Our people's talent, our rich culture, and our history have already given Jamaica a global name. But now we must match that reputation with an economy of strength, a society of opportunity, and a nation of enduring justice and peace. This is the vision of a Jamaica not only surviving and overcoming, but a Jamaica that thrives and inspires, a Jamaica that seizes its destiny of greatness. For hope has been rekindled, confidence restored, and Jamaica can now stand tall. The vision of this government in this next chapter is to spur economic growth. Growth that lifts every household across the length and breadth of Jamaica out of absolute poverty. Sustained economic growth will end absolute poverty in Jamaica. We can and we will end absolute poverty in Jamaica. We want growth that gives every child the opportunity to dream and achieve, no matter where they are born or their surname. Growth that reaches the trying mother who can send all her children to university without facing crippling debt or having to choose between firstborn or secondborn. Growth that reaches the farmer who now has reliable irrigation, storage, and a market for his produce. Growth that strengthens our healthcare system, which in turn keeps our people well and productive. Growth where tourism is even more integrated in our economy, where world-class resorts thrive along community tourism, and where the benefits reach every corner of Jamaica, from farmers, entertainers, to the taxi operators and the craft vendors. We want growth that inspires our Jamaicans in the diaspora, not only to send remittances, but to confidently invest their time, talent, and resources in building their homeland, Jamaica. We are a small nation, but we are a nation of extraordinary.